Hi guys, and today I'll be playing my Ange. Fired from your job due to unjustified reason, you decide to move to a remote place to start anew. However, everything feels off. The new apartment, the neighborhood, and most definitely the strange man next door. Let's start. It's the demo game. Where am I? Why am I here? Everything is so hazy, I can't think straight. My name is, Sam. Ah, I'm Sam. And I'm sorry. For that reason, you can no longer stay with us. Stop it. Why did you do that? Were you out of your mind? Shut up. You technically brought that upon yourself. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Why is it me? Why is it always me? Just please. Hey. Are you alright? Huh? Oh, yes, I'm fine. Crap, did I end up falling asleep? Oh, that's good. You weren't looking great, so I thought you got car sick or something. It seems I really didn't look great while I was asleep. Well, I was having a nightmare. A horrible one, in fact. After getting fired from the company like that, I decided to move to a place far away from where I was before. I wanted to get away from everything that reminds me of the time, so I picked the furthest place to move out. Oh, I think we're here. Oh my god, that looks so run down. So this is the place. Wow. This is worse than I imagined. I actually stumbled across this building while finding a place around this area. At first, I tried getting somewhere else thinking this may not be a good idea, but all the good options I had in mind were just way over my current budget. But what can I do now? What's done is done. Not that I have enough cash to move again immediately. Besides, it wasn't the exterior that caught my attention. It was the price. The rent for this place was just too cheap to resist. With that much money saved, I should be able to hold on until I find a new job. I heard that the owner was desperate to get a new tenant after having issues with their previous tenant. Something about them running away without paying? I don't know. Yep, no way I'm staying here long. Well, nothing's gonna get done if I just stand here all day. I should head up. Let's see, 201 was it? This should be the place. I took out the rusty key that was given to me with a nervous feeling, lit out a deep sign, and unlocked the door. Oh. At this point, I'm not even surprised. Why did I say I'll do the cleaning myself? I guess this is what I get for trying to save some cash. The floor was piled with dust and was scattered with multiple papers and plastic bottles. Couldn't the previous tenant at least throw the trash out before leaving? Seriously, I never met this person and I'm starting to get really frustrated at them. I put my belongings in the corner and proceeded to look around the things I have to clean up. This is going to be a painful day. Okay, this should be good enough for now. The mold is concerning though. After the painstaking hours of cleaning, I managed to clean the living room to an acceptable condition. Though I feel like there's now a pile of dust building up in my lungs from all the intense cleaning, but it isn't over yet. The bedroom and the bathroom. I should clean up the bedrooms next, since I don't want to sleep on the floor on my first day here. Here's messy as well. I'm starting to notice that the previous tenant left a lot of their stuff, almost too much. I even found some fresh clothes while cleaning the living room as well. First the living room and now the bedroom. Just looking at the amount of belongings I left behind, I guess the rumor about them running away was true. What should I do? Throw everything away? Let's take a closer look. Let's see what on earth are these papers sticking on the wall. I moved closer to the bedside and ripped the two papers that were glued onto the wall. It was an old news article about a murder that happened at a youth shelter 15 years ago. Gruesome stabbing at Good Hill Youth Shelter. 4 teens found dead, only 2 survivors. I skimmed through the details until the location of the scene caught my eye. This place is... where I used to live with my parents. And from the look of it, the shelter was only a few blocks away from our house. I barely remember anything from that time that I lived with my parents, so all this is very new and shocking to me. To think a murder case of all things happened so near me gives me the chills. But why would they print this article, let alone stick it on top of the bed? Were they one of those mystery murder case enthusiasts or those internet detectives? I continue reading to see the rest of the article. Seems that the culprit were revealed to be one of the caretakers of the institute. However, the police wasn't able to detain them as the caretaker ended their own lives before the police arrived. I shoved the papers into the plastic garbage bag. It's definitely not a pleasant thing to read in a place like this. God, this is now creeping me out. Okay, on to the next one. Tried to act overly cheerful to ease in my chills and looked under the bed to find some more stuff to clean. I reached under the bed to see if there's any trash that I can grab, but then... Huh? I felt something bump into my fingertips, so I reached into it deeper to grab the mystery item. Aha, got it. What the? A notebook? Do they keep a secret diary or something? From looking at this mess, I didn't expect them to be the sentimental type. Curious about the content, I opened the notebook. The first page was filled with a list of food and numbers written next to it. Seems they used to record their expenses. I flipped a few pages more until I found something new. The apartment is very old like I expected. Sink is leaking and needs fixing, / room and bathroom smell moldy. Well, clearly it looks moldy too. There's a lot of things here to fix. This month might be very tough financially. I flipped to the next page to read more. This page seems to talk about the floor neighbors. I don't think I'll ever interact with them, but it won't hurt to know basic impressions of them with this. Tenant 203, parents-wise, looks very early 20s, very loud. Yikes, I guess a quiet life here is out of the question. Tenant 202. What the? The bits regarding Tenant 202 were missing. It was not long that I realized that the bottom part of the page was ripped. Maybe they didn't like what they wrote. Maybe they spilled something and ripped it by accident. What am I thinking? It's only a rip. Oh, I'm watching way too much detective movies. I took my phone out to check the time, and to my surprise, it was almost the afternoon. Oh shit, I slacked off too long. I quickly closed the notebook and shoved it inside the desk drawer and continued the cleaning. I'll check on it more when I have the time. At least we got some of it clean with the mold. I don't think that'll ever go away. Phew, finally all done. Look at all the trash gone. I feel a whole chunk of weight off my chest. And I feel like I can literally throw up a dust bunny. I need fresh air, like right now. My head is starting to feel a bit dizzy. I didn't even think opening the window in the living room would cut it. Ah, I can finally breathe. Never thought the air could be this sweet. But what should I do now? I didn't really think of what to do next after I finished cleaning. I do have to buy groceries and other necessities later on, so I have to go out sooner or later. But there's still some time left, so I can do something else first before going. Get some rest or introduce ourselves. I should at least say hello to the tenants living on this floor. It won't hurt to say hello anyway. From what I know, there are also 2 other people who live on this floor. 202 and 203. Let's see, which place should I go to first? Let's go to 203. I should go to 203 first. I can hear loud noises coming from inside the house. From the content I'm hearing, it seems they're playing games of some sort. God, I hope I don't need to file a noise complaint. After letting out a deep sigh, I pressed the doorbell. I wonder if they can hear the door. Who is it? God, that scared the crap out of me. Hello, I'm the new. I'm not buying, not interested. Seems like they've mistaken me for a salesperson. I don't think they're gonna reply to me anymore. I should slowly go to the groceries now. I still haven't properly met any of the neighbors yet, but oh well, we'll meet one day. A few hours later. I seriously didn't expect I'll take this long. Who would have thought there would be that many people buying stuff? I looked at my phone to check the navigation home. I should be able to reach home in a few minutes, but I turned right straight ahead. What the? The short way to the apartment was blocked. Ah, great. I could just slide my way inside and cross the path, but I don't want to risk it with the amount of things I'm carrying right now. Guess the only way back is to take the longer path. Do I really have to cross here? The path was surrounded with bushes and old buildings. The dim light wasn't helping to ease this eerie atmosphere either. Maybe I should have just crossed the caution area. But what can I do now? I came all this way and my arms are getting tired. In desperate need to get out of this path, I started to pace up my walk. But then, squish. Startled by the soft sensation below my feet, I looked down. A doll? I cautiously picked up the strange-looking doll. It had places that were ripped open and covered in stains. Creepy-looking doll in a creepy-looking alley. This can't get any worse. Now where did it go? Taken aback by the sudden voice, I quickly looked front, trying to find the true identity of the voice. That's strange. I do believe I dropped it here somewhere. A student? No, there weren't any schools here from what I remember. Plus, he seems a bit too old to be a student, too. Is he searching for something? Quietly move past him or approach him. Let's approach him. I don't know why, but I feel like this doll is what he's searching for. With caution, I slowly walk up to the stranger. Excuse me. Yes. I showed him the doll that I picked up earlier. Is this what you're looking for? The man's face turned brighter upon seeing the doll in my hands. Thank goodness you found it. I thought I lost it forever. I handed over the doll to him. He seems very pleased. I found it on the road while I was walking, though I kind of stepped on it by accident. Sorry if it got dirty. Not at all. Just glad you found it. No problem. Glad I was able to help. Even though the conversation was brief, it helped ease the eerie atmosphere just a little bit. I guess it was a good thing that I decided to ask him about the doll. Now that I realize, are you perhaps a new tenant of 201? You know, from the old brown apartment? Oh, yes I am, and you are? I'm Noah, tenant of 202. What's your name? I'm Sam. Sam. I could hear him quietly mumbling my name. Is something the matter? It's nothing. It just makes me remember names quicker. Are you heading back to the apartment now? Yeah, I was planning to use the shortcut, but the road was blocked off. Ah, that road. You know, it's pretty small, fixed so people here just jump over it. He lets out a small laugh. Even I think walking all this way from such a small site is a bit dumb. Being a notable citizen, I see. It's not like that. My face began to turn slightly red from embarrassment, but in a way his sarcastic tease was making me more comfortable around him. I was also on my way back to the apartment. Would you mind if I tag along with you? Oh, no problem. I feel like the road would be more creepy ahead, and besides, it's better to have one support than none. Great. Let's go back. With that, we started walking together back home. It seems normal for now. It's been a few minutes since we walked, but none of us were talking a single word. I was starting to feel like the casual conversation we had in the alley were all in my head. Awkward tension begins to rise as the noise of our footsteps echoes. I kept glancing at his direction to see what he was doing. Now that I'm next to him, I could see his face more clearly. His skin was pale, almost as if there was no blood flowing inside him. But the most unnerving feature was his eyes. His eyes look as if I'm staring into a dark abyss. The harsh dark circle makes the eyes look even more eerie. Is there something wrong? What? He'd been staring at me for some time. Crap, how did he notice that I was looking at him? Was he not looking at the road? Well, some people could feel it. Huh? No, it's nothing. Sorry about that. Silence surrounds us once more. I feel like if I stop talking right now, we'll just go back to that awkward silence again until we arrive at the apartment. Why did I say airport? Come on, think of something. So, how long have you been living here? God, this question is very generic, but at least it keeps the conversation going. I've been here for quite some time now, around 3 years. Oh, then you're probably more familiar around here? Have you met any other people living in the apartment, let's say the previous 201 tenant? Hearing that, Noah looks towards me, still smiling. Hearing no answers, I look back at him nervously. Why isn't he saying anything? Did I say something I shouldn't have? Actually, no. Oh. My job doesn't necessarily require me to go outside, so I've never once met them. I see. From what I heard, it seems that they ran away. I'm not surprised, to be honest. People don't stay here for too long. Yeah. Turned my head back to the road ahead. By the time I knew it, we arrived at the apartment. Well, we finally arrived. I let out a deep breath of relief. Despite how run down it is, the reality of finally being home just brings a feeling that I'm safe. Thanks for walking with me, Noah. No problem. It was nice meeting you, Sam. Hope I can see you around. Yes, it was nice meeting you too. Noah held up the doll and started waving its little hands towards me as if the doll was saying goodbye. Wait, farewell, Ange. Ange or Ange? Ange. Ange. Is he referring to the doll? I think the name is a little mismatched, but I guess there are people who name their toys. I gave him a faint smile and a quick wave back before heading inside. As soon as I get into the bedroom, I dive into the bed, recalling everything that happened today. The move was exhausting, but at least I was able to be acquainted with one of my neighbors today. Parents aside, he seemed to be a decent person. Noah, wait a minute. How did he know that I was a tenant of this apartment? Did he see me before we met at the alley? Where have you been all this time? I was looking everywhere for you. Things will be very interesting from now on. It'll be fun for you too. Wouldn't you agree, my Ange? To be continued. Hey, let us throw away everything. Running away aside, this all belongs in the trash to me. Start shipping all the things I can grab into a plastic garbage bag. What matters to me right now was to clean this house as soon as I can. Yep, I hate cleaning. Phew, finally all done. Look at all the trash gone and feel a whole chunk of weight off my chest. And I feel like I could literally throw a dust bunny. I need fresh air like right now. My head's starting to feel a bit dizzy. I don't even think of opening a window in the living room will cut it. I want to get some rest. I don't think I can move another muscle right now. I think I'll just take a quick nap first. Exhaustion slowly took it as I arrived at the bedroom. Guess I was more tired than I thought. As soon as I let my body sink into the newly clean sheets, drowsiness starts gushing in. Still have to buy groceries though, but my body doesn't want to move an inch now. My eyes begin to close as I surrender myself to the comfort of my bed. Screw it. I'll do everything tomorrow. Oh, ending one, dead tired. So let's go to 202. I should go to 202 first. I approached the door nervously and pressed the doorbell. No answer. Hello, I'm the person who just moved to 201. Just wanted to say hello. Still no answers. I decided to give one last shot and knock on the door. And suddenly, it opened? Did they not close the door properly? Look inside. I lean closer to the door to take a peek if anyone's inside. Hello, is any... I felt a sudden grip on my arm, and by the time I realized I was pulled inside. The room was pitch black, so I couldn't see anything. I tried to struggle, but the grip on my arm was too strong. I attempted to scream, but my mouth was immediately covered with what I could feel as a wet cloth. A strong, unpleasantly sweet scent shoots through my nose, making me dizzy. It's rude to peek, you know. I could feel a heavy breathing down my neck, and an arm slowly wrapping around my waist. I normally would take things slow, but I believe you saw a bit too much. Or maybe you haven't? I can feel the grip on my waist getting tighter. I guess it's my fault for taking my time, not disposing anything there, but I do have to thank you. You just made things way too easy. The figure let out a small chuckle, almost to mock me before even thinking to look inside. Don't worry, by the time you wake up, you'll be more beautiful than you are, I'm sure of it. Beginning to lose all strength, my body leaned closer to the figure. Welcome to your new home. I'm sure you'll love it here. Yeah, they too easy. I'm gonna quietly move past him. I feel like that'll make him mad, but whatever. I don't think I should talk with strangers, especially at this hour. Trying to not realize the stranger in front, I slowly walked past the man. Then suddenly, hey, feeling a tight grip on my shoulder, I looked back. You have something of mine, so we're still carrying a doll? What the freak? Before I realized the stranger was looking from right behind me, I could see a smile on his face, but it was far from a friendly smile. I'm so sorry, I didn't know it was yours. Quickly gave the doll back to the man. His eyes were fixed on me even as he received the doll from my hands. The man continued to stand in front of me without saying a single word. My hands began to sweat as I could feel the eerie atmosphere getting heavier. I'll see you soon. What? The man said nothing else as he left the scene. I stood alone in the alley as my blood ran cold, unable to move from terror. My heart began to race as his words echoed in my head. What the hell does he mean by that? I broke myself from the fear and started running as fast as I could. I need to get out of here right now. I was gasping for air from all the running. I think it's the fastest I ran in my entire life. Finally home. Creepy alley, creepy stranger, I'm far, far from them now. I slowly collected my breath, but then I hear a clap from the back. Oh god, and a familiar figure shows up. It was the guy from the alley. Nice jog. Took you long enough. How did he... I told you we'll meet again. I looked at him as I froze once more. I was terrified to the point I couldn't even make a sound. Unable to shout or move, I could only watch as the man slowly approaches me. You don't have to be that afraid, you know. After all, we are neighbors. Huh? Wait, did he just say neighbors? You're the new tenant of 201. The man then directs his finger to the flat next to mine. I'm the tenant of 202. Name's Noah. So he's a tenant of this apartment as well. That aside, how did he know I was a tenant of this apartment? I did make some noises while I was cleaning, so maybe he noticed them, but that doesn't explain how he knows my face. I decided to give it a shot and ask, how did you know? It's kind of unfair that I only gave you my name, isn't it? Oh, his sudden request blew away my train of thought. I don't see a reason to give him my name. I mean, I'm not one who asked for it in the first place. I decided to oblige nonetheless. It's not bad knowing the names of people living here anyway. Besides, what could he do with just my name? I'm Sam. Sam, I see. Well, it was nice meeting you, Sam. Hope I can see you around. Yeah, you too. Noah turns his body to his flat, getting ready to go inside. I grab my door to head inside as well, but before I can open it, Noah turns his head back towards me. Oh, before you go, mind if I give you some advice? What advice? You shouldn't stay outside for too long in this neighborhood. Who knows? You might not see the daylight again. Ooh. Seeing my expression, Noah let out a few laughs. Just kidding, it's getting really fun messing with you. But I meant it when I said you shouldn't stay out for too long, especially at night. There are many pickpockets around here that target people walking alone. While the joke did scare the crap out of me, I do appreciate him telling me not to hang around at night. Thank you for telling me that. I'll try not to. Well, that's all from me. Good night, Sam. You too, Noah. As soon as I get into the bedroom, I dive into the bed recalling everything that happened today. The exhausting move, the creepy alley, the encounter with Noah. In the end, I didn't get to ask how he knew I was the new tenant. Maybe I'll ask him when I meet him again. Despite how terrifying our first interaction was, I don't think he's a bad person. Though I don't want to see him that often. Heh. Look at you. You look more messed up than before. It's fine. I'll mend it up for you. Where have you been all this time? I was searching all over for you. But it's fine. It's all going to be alright like it used to be. Things will be very interesting from now on. it'll be fun for you too, wouldn't you agree? My Ange. Alright, and to be continued. And I think that's everything. So that is the end of the demo for my Ange. Seems like the doll is alive somehow. Maybe he's killing people and putting their spirits in the doll so he can talk to the doll or something. I don't know. And he seems to know, like, the character we play as seems to know them and whatnot. But yeah, I like this game for a demo and whatnot. Can't wait to see the future updates and how it will turn out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Bye!